Again, today is the 18th day of February 2020. And with this government, we can't wait to get rid of this government and this prime minister and these ministers that haven't accomplished anything. But what they've accomplished is for themselves, their lovers, their sweetheart, and their colleagues. And on top of that list is this woman that keeps showing up, Kay Forbes Smith. My spirit never took to her because she believes she's more man than me, and that can't happen. See, God made me man. He didn't make her man. He made her woman. And when you could leave the Senate as the president of the Senate, diplomatic passport, when you go to America, you got bodyguard, and could sit down with the prime minister of this country and orchestrate how much you want, how much you're going to get, and not thinking about the people that were directly affected and still is being directly affected. And still it's all about the money for Kay Forbes Smith. Too many names. And the government ain't even got no shame. This is the woman that was on one of the directors for the cruise ship that dumped all the sewage in this country. And the Americans got over $30 million. Kay Forbes Smith was there, the prime minister. Y'all ain't got no shame because you're dumb and ignorant and ossified. How you could put this woman that representing the cruise ship that put garbage and stool and waste into our water, and to date we haven't got $1, and then you had her when you found this out, she was supposed to be immediately removed from the Senate, but she on her own terms negotiated $150,000 of the money that should be coming to our reconstruction. You know how much $150,000 could do with plywood, shingles, nail, felt? This government haven't given us anything to date. Only thing they've given us is Kay Forbes Smith. I had problems. I had to really rehearse that to think about that name because I don't see too many people with too many last names. That's a problem. They don't want to carry their husband title because they believe that marriage ain't going to work. So they're going to hold on to both guarantees. This is the same thing that's happening now, you know. She don't give a hell about Abaco or Abaconians. It's about the money. And it's obvious that she cares about the money when she knows that Hiram Lewis is responsible, and she going to have a little caucus meeting down that little office. Go down to Abaco in a little office and see how our office is constructed. Ask Grand Bahama. Grand Bahamians, that's where y'all sent Kay Forbes Smith from. Are y'all happy to what she have done to bring recovery to Grand Bahama? Are y'all pleased with her appointment? We have only seen her twice in Abaco, to both meetings in the churches, New Vision, where she came up there and lied to the people of Marshaba, South Abaco, about the domes in Spring City. I was so happy. I would say, oh, okay, all right. She's on the right track. She's going to stop everything. She has the power to stop it. She told the people from Spring City that spoke so passionately that I, gonna listen to y'all. If you want the domes, we will take it from on the side of the street. I will put it by your house so you could build it today and be close to your house, because we know of all the thieving that is happening by the Defense Force and the police force in Abaco. We don't trust them at all. So we're going to put the domes by your house. That didn't happen. Then she came in the Friendship Tabernacle a day later, said the same thing. We are going to listen to the people of Abaco. Well, she had 2 meetings there, and so far, she ain't listening to nobody. You know, if you're been through a storm that continues to last, it is heartbreaking. It is heartbreaking because I have an investment in this. I'm from Abaco. I lost my mother. My cousin is in the trailer. Although Chuck has done numerous DNA, Samuel Edgecombe has done numerous DNA. On Tuesday the 11th, the minister said, ain't your loved ones in there? Then let's bury them. Fast forward. Reversed. We're all over the place. Then Hiram Lewis said, okay, we're going to do something. Then K. Forbes Smith got on the horse. The hell with the Prime Minister. The hell with Hiram Lewis. The hell with Abaconians. How many Abaconians was in the meeting with these funeral homes that K. Forbes Smith handpicked from Grand Bahama to bring them into Abaco? Where was the concern of the people that lost their loved ones? Was anybody from Abaco involved? Does K. Forbes Smith have the power to bury them anywhere? Where's the local government? They threw local government out to sea long time. Shouldn't local government be involved? We know the land. We know the people. What does K. Forbes Smith know besides the money? This government said they were gonna be transparent. Have they told the Bahamian people? Like I'm saying that K. Forbes Smith got $150,000 a year. She's getting more money than the Prime Minister. When is this government gonna be transparent with the people of Abaco and indeed their people? How is it that this woman never even got elected? I don't believe she's electable in Grand Bahama. Could come and make more money than the minister. Have more say than the minister. Disrespect the minister. The minister was not invited to K. Forbes' meeting in Abaco to my... No. K. Forbes Smith was not in the meeting on Tuesday in the church in Nassau. She weren't there because the Prime Minister have already given it to Hiram Lewis. But she sees something in it for her. It's all about K. Forbes Smith. I can say that name over. When you all hear that name, that's a bad taste. K. Forbes Smith. It's all about her. Now she's going to bring her boys from Grand Bahama. You imagine. And I just put myself in the way of Evergreen because I saw what she's been doing. That you're the only funeral home in Abaco. You have sit down with the government the last 2 weeks to draw up a plan, to find a site, and you don't have an invite? They used to do that to me as a chief counsel in Abaco, so I know the feeling because they don't want to hear the truth. They want to do it their way. They want something out of it for them, and Carr refused to take a bribe. But because the Prime Minister and Hiram Lewis choose one funeral home, she disrespect all of that. One funeral home is in Abaco. It's an easy sell. Evergreen has been there for months, speaking with the people. Chuck been going down there trying to get rid of the body because she know that Evergreen knows what's going on in the trailer. These other Johnny come lately, they don't know what is going on in the trailer. I don't even think they even been to the trailer unless they've been to the trailer by way of my video. And all of a sudden, K. Forbes Smith said to hell with everybody. I, K. Forbes Smith, is in charge, and I will show the Prime Minister why I'm in charge. I am getting the big bucks, and I will get more big bucks because it's all about K. Forbes Smith. I see in the church, in the Friendship Tabernacle and New Vision, prancing around, but she ain't about no politics. No, she ain't about no politics. She is about herself. And this is not something that you should be selfish about. We are all in this together. And if K. Forbes Smith believed that it's all about her, she could be right down there, her and these funeral home, burying the dead by herself. Because somebody need to tell K. Forbes Smith to stand down. It ain't about you. It's 50 bodies, so you all say, that's in the trailer. So you have 50 other ways besides K. Forbes Smith. And I don't remember anybody in that trailer with the last name K. Forbes Smith. There's some other names inside there. Some of them are my family members. And they shall and they will have a say whenever this prime minister decides to come back from Barbados doing absolutely nothing. And whenever Darren Henfield and James Albie find they little nuts with them little tight pants on, got the nut up in a frenzy, whenever y'all could find your nuts, y'all need to tell K. Forbes Smith, it ain't about you. It's about Abaco and Abaconians. And we shall and we will not continue to be respected by people like K. Forbes Smith that all about the money. I wonder if anybody else on this board that the Prime Minister hand-picked is getting any monies, or only K. Forbes Smith is worthy of payment. I'm so happy that they took my cousin. I was very upset, visibly upset, when they took Bishop Mills off this board. But God has a way of working in a mysterious way. I'm so glad that he ain't on this nothing board. Fred Gottlieb and the rest of y'all from Abaco, when you see it's going off track, y'all need to respectfully resign. It's a disgrace, this board. They took Pastor Mills off the board months ago, and they even got the decency to put one black person from Abaco, North Abaco, to represent North Abaco, because Darren Henfield is visibly absent. So when and how and who are y'all gonna pick to replace Bishop Mills? 2 months in. 2 meetings that didn't make no sense. It brought more agony and grief than any solution, and it continues to be an international disgrace with K. Forbes Smith is the only one that got brains, and she, as a female, got more balls than everybody else on the board. I invite all of Abaco, including you, Fred Gottlieb, to say to hell with this board and to hell with K. Forbes Smith, and let's get together collectively as Abaconians 6 months in and bury our dead. It shouldn't be about K. Forbes Smith and the money. Come on, Bahamas. Come on, Abaco. Let's get together. To hell with K. Forbes Smith and the money grab. This is one of those Kai kids and don't like a bunch of greedy women that think they got more balls than Kai Mills. That is unacceptable. Kai Kish on this early 18th day of February.